We have a huge update announcement from Donald J. Trump about the J6 and Ray Epps. He said it, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people have been wondering, right leading up to the inauguration, what are going to be some of Trump's steps in dealing with what happened in 2020? Well, of course, 2021 J6. Now, this is coming from the Dan Bongino show. We got to talk about it. And second of all, we also got to talk about Pam Bondi and Adam Schiff, because when it comes to the J6 Fatsurrection, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get banned on here. Make sure to smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Also, let me know where you guys are watching from. Definitely always love communicating with you guys. So we got some bombshell videos to show you guys. And starting off with Adam Schiff panicking on the stand. Is panicking with Pam Bondi. So I'm going to go step by step, because this video right here, Dan Bongino, who a lot of people want, and I don't know if you guys are a fan, who a lot of people want to be the head of the Secret Service. We're going to go get started with this video and this clip, because this is the clip that surfaced in the internet about Trump's big announcement. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm pretty sure you guys probably didn't get any notifications on these videos. So once again, make sure to smash the like button, help boost the algorithm. All right, we got Roseburg, Oregon in the building. Who else do we have in the building? We got Randy. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you guys being here again. Thank you. All right, so here we go. Let's get the party started. Donald Trump, because Dan Bongino is asking Donald Trump exactly what we all been wondering. Take a listen.
I believe that is the case. Can we get an answer between you, Pam Bondi, and hopefully Kash Patel on who this person is, and have the FBI open the books? Because I believe this is a huge scandal and a massive cover-up.
I think we will, and
I believe that is the case. Can we get...
So here he is talking about, they're talking about the pipe bomber. Just for context, they're talking about the pipe bomb.
An answer between you, Pam Bondi, and hopefully Kash Patel on who this person is, and have the FBI open the books, because I believe this is a huge scandal and a massive cover-up.
I think we will, and I think we're going to find out about Ray Epps, and I think we're going to find out about Scaffold Man. You know who Scaffold Man is, right?
Yeah.
The guy who's screaming to everybody, go into the building, go into the building. We're going to find out who Scaffold Man is, and we're going to find out some other things. And I think you're going to be very happy with what I do with respect. I call them the J6 hostages, because I consider them hostages. You know, they did a beautiful song, and they asked what I do, the words, not the singing, the words. And I did. That song went to #1 for so long. It was beating out Taylor Swift. I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift, but that's okay. And everybody else, beating them all out for a long time. And it was pretty amazing.
I believe.
Are you guys excited for that? I'm excited for that. So we all know about the 53 federal agents, right? The FBI agents. We know about what happened on this day. But remember how the Democrats spent this whole time trying to basically lock Trump up because of this. Now Trump can have a bit of revenge here by actually going after the people behind this. And of course, Ray Epps is a huge name. Ray Epps is free right now. He's free along with so many others, while many others that didn't do anything that day are locked up. So we definitely that's a huge announcement. I'm very excited about that. Let me know if you guys are excited about that, because I'm actually Trump is keeping his word. Trump is keeping his word on this, and that's good. But you want to know who else is panicking after this? Who's panicking before this is Adam Schiff. Now, Adam Schiff, Democrat senator, congressman, excuse me. Is he a senator or Congress? At this point, I'm confused. I know he's of California. California is a shithole state at this point. He is a congressman, right? Or is he a senator? Adam Schiff. Man, I know I'm not bugging out. Adam Schiff is definitely a congressman. I know this. No, he's a senator. He's a senator. He's a senator. He's a wacko. All right, here we go. Here he is questioning Pam Bondi, because he knows the hammer of justice is about to come down on the unselect committee of J6.
Will it be your advice to the president? No, Mr. President, I need to go over them on a case-by-case basis. Do not issue blanket pardons. Will that be your advice to the president?
Senator, I have not looked at any of those files. If confirmed, I will look at the files.
And will you be able to review hundreds of cases on day one?
I will look at every file. I am
Of course
asked
you
to
won't.
look
So
at.
will you advise the
Hey,
president?
can I
will
answer
you-
the question?
Well, my question
I would
is,
have plenty of staff. You said, of course you want.
you'll be able to review
Listen, I'm
hundreds
not
of
going to
cases on the first day?
mislead this body nor you.
All right, let me ask another question. You don't want to answer that. Let me answer
You were
another question.
censured by
It will
Congress,
also-
Senator, for
it will
comments just
also-
like this that
It
are
will
so reckless.
also, will it be your advice to the president? No, Mr. President, I need to go over them on a case-by-case basis.
Again, that is Pam Bondi and Adam Schiff going at it, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We got some more panic from Adam Schiff. This one about Liz Cheney. Take a listen.
I'm asking you, sitting here today, whether you are aware of a factual predicate to investigate Liz Cheney.
Senator, no one
Based
has
on what
asked
you
me
know.
to investigate Liz Cheney. That is a
The president has
hypothetical.
called for it publicly. You are aware of that, aren't you?
No one has asked me to investigate.
But the president
Liz.
has
We're
called-
also
the
worried about
president-
Liz Cheney,
The
Senator.
president has
You know what
called
we
for
should
this.
be worried about?
Ms. Bondi,
The
please
crime rate
answer
in
my questions.
California.
Yes, we should be worried about the crime rate in California. That's a great comeback. I don't know if you guys saw this, but it's day 2 and they're still trying to pressure Pam Bondi. I think she's doing a phenomenal job, but he's literally panicking. Now we know that this was eventually going to come out. And again, they're all panicking because Trump won. We know this, but Adam Schiff was one of those people. Remember the pre-pardons? Like, oh, there was news coming out that Joe Biden wanted to do pre-pardons because he knows what these people tried to do. They thought that Trump would be locked up by now. Let's just be very honest. These people legitimately thought that Trump would be in jail by now, or he would have already lost and dealing with so many legalities. So he's not. Trump is out here right now. He's the president, and Pam Bondi is the reason that they're panicking right now. So that's why he feels that he needs to ask about Liz Cheney, because asking about Liz Cheney during a confirmation hearing is crazy.
Investigate Liz Cheney. That is a
The
hypothetical.
president has called for it publicly. You are aware of that, aren't you?
No one has asked me to investigate.
But the president
Liz.
has
We're
called-
also
the
worried about
president-
Liz Cheney,
The
Senator.
president has
You know what
called
we
for
should
this.
be worried about?
Ms. Bondi,
The
please
crime rate
answer
in
my
California
questions.
right now
You
is
are
through
aware,
the roof.
Ms. Bondi,
Your
my-
robberies
Ms.
are
Bondi,
87%
my
higher
question-
than the
my
national
question
average.
is this.
That's what I
My
want to
question
be
is this.
focused on, Senator.
Do you have the
if I'm
power to
confirmed
say
as
no to the
Attorney
president?
General.
I'm asking.
They're panicking. Yeah, they're panicking. They're panicking because now Trump is all in on exactly what they didn't want Trump to be all in on, which is J6 and actually investigating what happened on that day. And that's why they wanted some pre-pardons. But unfortunately for them, we're going to see exactly what happened on that day because now Trump is the president again. All right, so now we get to the best part, in my opinion, one of the best things that has happened in the last, 5 years. Trump was able to bring peace to the Middle East without even being in office. But of course, the Democrats, like Joe Biden, thought that they could take credit for this. They wanted to take credit for this. Take a listen.
Deal. Listen, it's clear that the Biden team was ready to capitulate to basically all of Hamas's demands. Biden was basically negotiating for Hamas against Israel. Did your team make clear to the terrorists, Hamas, that this is the best deal they were going to get, that it was only going to get worse from here when you take office on Monday? And basically, if they didn't accept the release of some of these hostages and stop demanding to remain in control, that they were going to be wiped out? Because there's no deal without you winning the election. That's a fact.
If we weren't involved in this deal, the deal would have never happened. No deal would have happened. And the hostages would never have probably seen life again, but they certainly wouldn't have been released for a long time. No, we changed the course of it, and we changed it fast. And frankly, it better be done before I take the oath of office. And I assume it is now. You know, we shook hands and we signed certain documents, but it better be done. But no, and it was so ungracious of Biden to say, oh, he did it. He didn't do anything. If I didn't do this, if we didn't get involved, the hostages would never be out. They would have never come out. Very much like the Jimmy Carter situation with Reagan.
Well, Mr. President, your team has actual proof of this from Biden's own mouth. He's not that bright. He gives a speech yesterday, Mr. President Biden, and he says, these are his exact words. He says, this is the exact framework I've been proposing since May. Okay, so why didn't they agree to it then until you won the election? He basically made himself look like it.
Yeah, because Israel did not want to agree to it. Israel only agreed to the ceasefire because of Trump. Trump is able to negotiate with Israel. He's able to negotiate with Palestine. Remember, the Palestinian president wrote Trump a letter and Trump posted it to the world. Trump is literally talking to both sides before he even got into office.
An idiot. He acknowledged there is no deal without you winning.
They wouldn't have done it, and they were never doing it. They would have never done it. And his principal spokesman yesterday said, thank you to President Trump and the Trump administration. Now, he did that because he knew it wouldn't have happened without us. So look, I'm not looking for credit. I want to get these people out. They've lived for 3 years, they've lived like in hell. And we got to get them out, and it'll be great when we do. But, there are dead people, many dead people. That October 7th tragedy would have never happened if I were president, Dan. Would have never happened. No chance.
Yeah, I've
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So there you have it, right? They tried to take credit for this. Crazy credit. But you know who's really mad about this, ladies and gentlemen? So this is a crazy conversation, right? I have to show you guys this. Make sure to smash the like button. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. So foreign policy analyst Rula Jaberil, I hope I'm saying her name right, tells Don Lemon that she has direct information indicating that Donald Trump, not Joe Biden, was responsible for securing this ceasefire. Watch how he melts down in front of the world.
Well, this is what I say. According to diplomats who were involved firsthand in the negotiation, President Biden refused to put any pressure on Netanyahu. And ultimately, they gave up that any deal would happen. It was, and Don, you and I talked about President Trump. I have no love, and I don't want to give Trump any credits, but I know, but I am in the business of telling the truth.
Same.
Donald Trump intervention have been monumental in making the ceasefire deal possible, and just to make people understand, President Biden not only refused on multiple occasions to put any pressure on the Prime Minister of Israel to do any deal. People who were involved in the negotiation, including Israeli negotiators, told me firsthand that very often they felt that he was more than backing the negotiating team, the Israeli negotiating team. He was backing the Prime Minister agenda and his desire to stay in.
Look, as she's talking, you can see Don Lemon slowly dying inside.
In office. The Israeli media and Israeli ministers, including Ben-Gvir, today confirmed that it was President Trump. Israeli media also confirmed that Netanyahu was already gave up on the hostages. He was willing to sacrifice the hostages for his political desire to stay in power. However, Donald Trump happened to be a transactional president, happened to be a transactional man. He wanted to come to the White House with a win.
Uh-oh. Don Lemon doesn't like this. Thank you so much for your $50 donation. I truly appreciate that. Thank you, Tammy.
And that was always his approach.
Let me ask you this then. So why did they not wait until he took office, which is just going to be in about a week?
Because he didn't want to deal with these issues as he get into office. He want this issue to be off the table.
Roll up. Okay. I don't agree with that. I think Donald Trump would like to have started off. We know Donald Trump, the day of his inauguration or on the day to announce a ceasefire. The fact that it happened on Biden's watch, I think that leads many people to question whether it was. And look, I'm not saying that you're wrong.
Nobody's questioning Don Lemon. Nobody's questioning this. Everybody knows this has everything to do with Trump's threats to the Middle East.
But that's going to lead many people to question.
Do you know when the ceasefire will enter in? Do you know when the ceasefire will start?
It's going to start. Well, the temporary ceasefire is going to start. It should start on Sunday, correct?
It will start on the 19th.
You mean the permanent?
No, the phase one of the ceasefire will start the day.
Yeah, I'm going to put
Trump inauguration. Basically, that's when it will happen.
Yeah, so he's having a meltdown about this. Hold on. There's one more clip I want to show you guys. Cope and seethe. He has to cope and seethe this realization that this woman legitimately has information that Trump's doing was all of this.
An Arab diplomat from Egypt just texted me. He's been watching us, and he told me, please tell Don, I've been involved in the ceasefire negotiation deal between Hamas and Israel. And I want to give credit in these talks, in part for the influence of President-elect Donald Trump. He repeats, this was the ever first time that there's been a real pressure on the Israeli side to accept any
Rula,
deal
I
in the
understand that you
last
said
15
that. Here,
months.
let me say this. I'm not saying that I doubt you. I'm talking about what people will say. And folks take credit, whether it is Biden's economy or Trump's economy. I'm just saying what folks will say. It happened on Biden's watch, and they will doubt some of what you.
No, they won't doubt it. Again, you're the only idiot. Even leftist progressive streamer Hassan Piker, who legitimately hates MAGA and Trump, even he knows. Everybody that knows politics knows this. They know that it was Trump's pressure on Netanyahu and, of course, Hamas and those terrorists. That was Trump saying all hell will break loose in the Middle East if there's no ceasefire. Again, the narrative doesn't fit, Don. Thank you, ET. I appreciate that. That's exactly what it is. These are some of the things that have happened the last few days, right before Trump takes office, that are just hilarious to me. And we have to talk about it because they are hilarious. But somebody like Don Lemon literally has no credibility. Ever. He really doesn't. That's either the Israeli government playing a game. How many houses? Again, whatever is true on that behalf, everybody knows that Trump had a hand on this. Because Trump is coming into office, there's a deal to be made because they don't want to deal with a mad Donald Trump. Trump is trying to have a deal made before he enters into office. Don't you think it's more impressive to accomplish things before you get into office than when you get into office? Trump is thinking these things. This is who he is. He wants to accomplish the art of the deal. He wants to make deals. This is what he wants to be known as. He's all about the legacy right now. He wants to accomplish these things before he gets into office because that's more impressive to the American people than when he's in office. That's just my opinion. Again, let me know your thoughts down in the comments about Trump, about Ray Epps, about Adam Schiff melting down, about Pam Bondi. Do you think she will make a great attorney general? Comment all of that in the comments. I will be going through the comments one by one. There's a brave new world coming, says Pete. I agree. I think things have changed. Things are changing very, very quickly. We got to talk about a lot more things, upcoming shows. Make sure to smash the like button. I'll see you guys in a bit.